Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Desynced. Not vanilla, it's vanilla edition. Fuck. One day it'll be right. We last left off, ran out of bridge material, went back, grabbed some of our high explosives, and we are going to just kind of go back to the monolith. We're going to stow this TNT here. This TNT is not for the length, it's more for the netherrack we're going to have to plow through. And honestly, instead of trying to use gassed fireballs as an impromptu makeshift sort of digging material, why not just get the actual high explosive to do that? Seems a lot easier to me. But then again, I'm delusional. Ooh, I wonder if Pigman will recognize that I blew this place. I just realized I need to... Shh, be quiet. Be quiet, ghasts. I don't need you to crash my game. Very, very unhelpful. I really should get glass in here. All that sand that we got can be used as glass. We can probably put some in. But we have to put it in... But we gotta put it in areas that actually could benefit from it. Like this entire wall would probably benefit from some glass panes in here. Kind of see the nether. This side, not so much, because this side's mostly just kind of wall. Except for, like, this ring right here. This place is not. Let me go back up. There's no rocks in here, right? Yeah, none. Nada. Not a single drop. Now, I suppose one of the things I have been doing is been watching some old Minecraft content. Very old. 13 years old, in fact. Which is just enough for most Minecraft YouTubers. Bad joke, I know, but I don't care. If anyone remembers the old videos of Team Abolition, that was a good time. It's actually when I started playing Minecraft when those were coming out at a regular frequency. So many of you. You can kind of see. Kinda. But, those are some just, really old Minecraft griefing videos. You know, griefers come out of your house, blow your shit up, and tell you to fuck off. You know? Totally normal stuff. At the time, I thought they were hilarious. And, you know, after watching a lot of them back again, still holds up. Really holds up. It really allows you to kind of see, like, the state of the game versus how it is now. Minecraft today is so stable and so untouchable, almost. You really need to dig into the most obscure pieces of code to get anything to function anymore. Meanwhile, back in the old day, all it took was, like, I'm gonna just tell the server that I'm constantly in freefall. And yeah. And it'll be like, yep, looks good to me. And just, you can fly. Goofy stuff like that. And also you get to kind of see how hacked clients develop too. Because they have their own client that they made on demand usually. For their own needs. So it's kind of cool to see just how rapidly certain things advance. Like, funny enough, it took a while for a lot of hacked clients to remember that, yeah, you speed up your server time. You can actually dig very fast. Oh. Actually, I wonder if I could actually trigger that. Adjust date and time. So, supposedly, if I were to take this time and change it, I would spike this. Spike the rate at which I can mine. I'm kind of tempted to test it. More as like an experiment. So this is how fast you mine right now. With a stone pickaxe. Pretty slow. I really hope that this does not bust the recording. So if I set this to... Uh-oh. Oh, it's not happy with me doing that. Did not like me trying to mess with that. So that changes to September. Alright, my date and time's changed. Interesting. So it really does actually work. And it also makes me move like Mach speed. Okay. Alright, we'll turn that off. Turn it off. Set time automatically. Bring it back. Oh, come back. Oh, oh no. Oh no. We're just gonna try and unfuck that. Alright. So yeah. Live demonstration of the stuff you could pull. Oh, the game is... Oh. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So yeah, as you can see, it really does work. Will I ever use it? I just wanted to use that as a demonstration that, yes, this kind of stuff was just as busted then, and it still is busted now. And I think that patches beta 1.4. I think. But as you saw, everything sped up. The entire world, time. So at some point, Minecraft was using your system time to do stuff. At some point. What do you think about it? Interesting little piece of lore history, you know? Definitely one of those, little neat facts that, well, yes, would be helpful. I'm not going to use it. Oh, just use it to mine all this stone faster. Yeah, but I'm not looking for speed. I'm looking for the journey. Now, in a multiplayer server... let's say, hell yeah, I would probably abuse the shit out of this. Like, I don't mind taking the time here. It's nice. Chat. All the goofy stuff. But with... There's no real need for it, really. Because even if I... Let's say I did harvest that a lot faster. Yeah, I could mine really quickly and get the materials I need, like diamonds, emerald... Not emeralds, not this version. No. Which is diamonds, iron, all that. But as you saw, my movement speed picked up. This is really no different than, what this is really doing is it's really no different than just upping the tick speed in modern Minecraft. So instead of doing 40 ticks per second, or whatever the ticks are. Does it even show up here? No. You don't see ticks. It's really just setting myself from like tick 40 to tick 200 for everything. Or 2000. So that means walking, riding, I think, riding. And that includes damage. So if I just burrow in a straight line and then fall into lava, guess what? I'm insta-dead. I would have no reaction time anymore. Because goofy me, yeah, would just be on autopilot, go with a diamond pick and just not care. Honestly, knowing me, I would probably do this how like you would do efficiency 5 netherite mining. You just go to the bottom of the world and go, and then be done. Or you could do the slightly more efficient bed mining method, which is just as dumb. Like, literally, strip mining. It's just strip mining. And honestly, if I'm going to strip mine, I might as well just get diamonds. Because at least then I'm getting build material. Because netherrack I don't have too much immediate use for. Cobblestone, on the other hand, I am always in need, and surprisingly will seem to forever need. In the unironic twist that is the monolith consumed every single ounce of stone we owned. This bastard giveth, and it tooketh, and it tooketh some more, and it tooketh even more. It took my life. To the point I hated coming, I dreaded actually doing more of this. But now that the main event's over, I don't have to worry anymore. I can come here, grab a chunk, take it with me, and go build other stuff. The forever dev. The forever in dev monolith. Will it make it to bedrock before we hit deep slate? Who knows? I could always just have been more efficient in doing it with just go branch mining, but anytime I've gone branch mining with the intent for cobblestone, I usually get sidetracked a lot quicker. This forces me to kind of slowly interact with the world. It also reminds me that tools are finite. So, all's well that ends well, right? Will it end well? I don't know. But it certainly exists. Oh yeah, that click mining thing, not click mining, but that time speed mining thing, definitely a interesting little factoid of Minecraft history. Just absolutely disintegrated that, and also my pickaxe because I obliterated it in a heartbeat. Like, if it didn't increase my speed, I wouldn't be so, horrified at it, because it just took everything. But that's also what kind of team AVO was working with, you know, at the time. Is like, they could try. All they had were not just spaghetti code and MC coder pack to disintegrate the entirety of the code base. All it took was actually knowing where the hell to look. Well, not just knowing where to look, but also how to exploit it properly. Because there's a difference between exploiting this properly and just kind of exploiting it. Like, because in theory, they could just use the speed time on a server and call it a day. But then you also get the weirdness with it. Or you can figure out what piece of the code is causing this and then intentionally activate it. But only internally and not have to fuck with your computer settings. Which makes it much more useful in a controlled state. I mean, that's pretty much everything, though. Everything's more useful when you can have a bit more control over what the hell it's trying to do. Alright, but after this kind of row, I'm going to have to actually pull this entire slab of dirt down. It's got to go. Yes, I remember my goofy way to kind of do these things. Whenever I always make missile silos usually in the more modern stuff. I just kind of make a circle on the ground and just harvest it, because usually I want build materials, but I also want a funny big mine. So I'll make a giant missile silo on the ground. And what ended up happening a lot of times is I would eventually get halfway down and then just kind of get bored and want to get the diamonds. Because, you know, hammering away at something like that with stone tools forever is, like, not fun. Or I just chunk out a small section to bedrock and chunk it down piece by piece. But once I wanted to actually finish the rest of the silo for materials, I would sometimes pick a corner. And basically I would start at the top and then shave down in a staircase way for whatever reason. I don't know why I do that, but it's just a little weird thing that I kind of do when it comes to making these kind of things. Like, this is currently Y58. We're at iron level. This thing is below 64. And I would start usually just the staircase with, like, once I hit the staircase. Oh, there's some irony here. Seeing this cobblestone. So, and like it, and then once I made that, like, weird sliver of a diagonal, I would then go back to the top and then shave it down layer by layer once again. But it would be, so go like one row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4, 5, and so on until depending on how large the circle I made was. All entirely dependent on that. So I'm not entirely sure what that story is about, what the story was about, but I guess it's a little quirk, I guess? I don't know. Goofy Kieran lore. This poor iron shovel is not going to last long, but we're going to use what we can of it. Clear out some of this dirt. Oh, we're gonna wanna passive farm actually really soon. I think we're gonna actually have to find a spot for that. Why do I bring up the passive farm? Because one of the next projects I want to do involves a lot of wool. So I actually need to make one. Like, I can't kind of brush it off. So, either I'm going to finish out this update with a passive farm after we finish all the nethery stuff. Because we're not doing railways anymore. I mean, I suppose we could. Maybe I'll connect the Alpha Beta Village, but beyond that, I won't do anything with that, because that's technically Alpha. But beyond that, I don't see a point. And then Alpha 1.1, because I think 1.2 is when we get the wool update. Oh, maybe I should wait then. Because part of it is going to be, I'm going to want to just kind of be in the area so that, you know, the passive mob farm does the passive thing. Because dying, if I need to dye wool, then I'm going to need blue and cyan and all that. A lot of colors. Basically, lots of stuff in my head and not enough to go off of. But the reason why I'm thinking wool right now is just a few build ideas are going to require copious amounts of it. I mean a lot. Like, how much is a player model? How many pixels? I mean, yeah, I could do just the head, but then it's not as special. That also reminds me, you know, there's the goldfishes, and then a lot of bits. We'll get to it when we get to it. But in any case, I hope everyone has enjoyed watching me ramble about AVO, goofy packets, and reality causing time distortions. And hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye!